In the spring of 2012, after a busy morning in Boston, banker James Robertson walked into a small cafe for a midday coffee. He wanted to take a short break from the daily grind. When he sat down after getting his coffee, his eyes fell on a middle-aged man sitting in the cafe. The man looked very tired and was dressed in old, worn clothes. All he had in front of him was a glass of water and some coins. James felt a mixture of curiosity and sadness at the sight. After thinking for a while, he decided to go up to the man. Smiling, he said, "Hello, my name is James. I often see you here. Is there anything I can help you with?" The man was a little hesitant at first, but then he slowly explained that his name was Thomas and that he was going through a difficult time. He had lost his job, had been homeless for several months, and did not know what to do. However, he didn't want to beg or be a burden to others. He was just looking for an opportunity to start again. James, impressed by Thomas's honesty and determination, said, "Come on, let me buy you a meal. It's easier to talk on a full stomach." Together, they went to a nearby restaurant, and during the meal Thomas told James his life story. He said that he had once worked as a carpenter, but had lost his job during the economic crisis. His debts piled up and he lost his home and ended up living on the streets. But Thomas still wanted to hold on to life. When James returned home that night, he thought about how he could help Thomas. After making a few phone calls, he remembered his friend who ran a local furniture workshop. He called his friend and arranged a job interview for Thomas. Thomas went to the interview and, thanks to his skills, he got the job. James offered to pay for his accommodation until he could get back on his first month's salary. Thomas, however, said he would take it as a loan and pay it back when he received his first salary. Months passed. Thomas began to get his life in order. He succeeded in his new job, moved into an apartment, and honed his carpentry skills. During this time, he and James kept in regular contact. The more James saw Thomas's determination, the more he admired him. A year later, Thomas presented James with a table he had made with his own hands. "This table is not just a thank you," he said as he presented it. "It's a symbol for being a light to me in the darkest moment of my life. Every time I see it, I will remember how my life began again." James realized that day how a small act of kindness can make a big difference. The help he did for Thomas was actually a learning process for James as well. A true act of kindness is one that is done without expecting anything in return, and that gives a person hope again. Today, Thomas runs his own workshop and offers job opportunities to people in difficult situations. His friendship with James continues to be the most beautiful fruit of the story that began with that one coffee stop. Subscribe for more stories.